Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Therese with Healthy Choice Family Chiropractic, and thank you for joining us for our Immunition webinar on how to build an indestructible immune system. Achoo! You're bound to hear that sound along with sniffling, coughing, and nose blowing every winter when cold and flu season sprinkles its misery on just about everyone. And up to 20% of Americans get the flu every year. And Americans suffer 1 billion colds a year. Children get colds and flu more often than adults, and some kids get as many as 12 colds a year, while adults average between 2 to 4. And for some reason, we have this growing limiting belief in our society, which states that, well, getting sick is inevitable, and I expect to get run down. I expect to miss at least a week of work. I expect to get a stuffy nose. I expect to get achy. I expect to get a sore throat, and so on and so forth. Well, what if I told you these are all limiting beliefs? And I get it. We've been conditioned to believe that at least once a year, we're going to need to take some type of medication to relieve the symptoms of a cold. But what if I were to tell you that this is not the case? That the cold and flu season only contains the same bacteria and viruses that have been around us all year long. What if there was a way to build an indestructible immune system so that the 7 days that you were usually sick in bed, you can instead decide to go to the beach, go on vacation, or spend more time with your children, or simply go to work because you love what you do? Now, our goal with this webinar is to introduce a strategy that we have employed for years and the results that have been remarkable. So the results obviously may vary, but we are about to dive into information based on years and years of experience of serving thousands of people. And that's going to be going over the 7 strategies to build an indestructible immune system. And some of these strategies are probably obvious, while others might be some new concepts that you've not heard before. But we encourage you to at least listen to this information with an open mind and willingness to remove the limiting beliefs that may be potentially holding you back. So the first strategy is just do the right thing. The first line of defense that we have with building an indestructible immune system is to simply do the right thing when it comes to your health. This means that you need to have the discipline necessary to create an environment that allows your immune system to thrive. So here are just a few things to consider. First, wash your hands thoroughly with high-quality products. And by this, I'm not talking about antibacterial soap. Antibacterial soap will kill the germs, but the 0.1% or 0.5% or whatever your soap is, whatever it leaves behind are actually the strongest bacteria of them all. And what it allows those germs to then multiply even more, and that can contribute and has been shown to contribute towards the development of superbugs, which then cause us to be even sick longer. Also, if you're consuming alcohol, make sure to do so in moderation because that will decrease your immune system. We all should work towards maintaining a healthy weight. We should be working towards eating, 80% of our diet being fruits, vegetables, greens, and 20% animal protein with high quality all around. We should be making sure to reduce our sugar, especially since sugar is what bacteria and viruses and yeast all feed off of. So by reducing your sugar or eliminating it entirely from your diet, you can reduce the food supply for those things. And therefore, if they don't have their food around for them to survive, they won't be able to survive as much. Associate yourself with positive people. If you do smoke, throw your cigarettes in the garbage now. Smoking will not only decrease your immune function, it will affect your lungs. It causes you to be more likely to develop bronchitis, pneumonia, and also it will decrease the function of many other symptoms in your body. Make sure to clean your veggies, your fruits. Run as fast as you can away from fast food. Control what you eat while cooking, and spend time with your family and loved ones. As the foundation of a healthy immune system is simply to give your body what it needs and avoid what creates harm. And this is the first strategy. And if you're only to take away one piece of advice, I'd begin with this. It's all encompassing. Extremely obvious, but it's also a catalyst for an indestructible immune system. Second, judge a book by its cover. There's an overabundant number of products, gimmicks, or potions that are supposed to strengthen your immune system. And it's really important to consult with an expert. The reason we share this information from you is not necessarily because of the damage that these products, have the potential to cause, but rather if you're using a concoction that you believe will prove to be beneficial and it's doing nothing, then it's not going to help your immune system as much, and you may be less likely to do some of the other things that we're going to talk about. Now, we're happy to answer any questions if you're already doing something to enhance your immune system and you want to know if it's effective or not. Strategy 3, high quality foods is a must. So nutrition is a crucial determinant of immune responses, and malnutrition is the most common cause of immunodeficiency worldwide. Personally, I see a direct correlation between the obesity epidemic and the weakness in our immune system that we see. Remember the statistic that I shared earlier. Up to 20% of Americans get the flu every year, and Americans suffer from 1 billion colds. Children get colds and flus more often than adults, with some kids getting as many as 12 colds a year, while the average adult gets 2 to 4. So staying well while those around you sniffle and sneeze will require that you must extract as much nutrition from your diet as you can, loading up on foods that are packed with the biggest nutritional punch. So you'll want to avoid processed foods, grains, and sugar, which we already talked about. And doing those things will go a long way towards strengthening your immune system. However, you can do even more by selecting foods that are loaded with specific immune-boosting nutrients. Eating a diet rich in the following foods will be far better for your health than loading up on a handful of supplements, or worse yet, falling victims to vaccines that expose you to health risks far worse than influenza. Here are a list of the absolute best foods you can eat to help build an indestructible immune system. First would be fermented foods. One of the most healthful fermented foods is kefir. And kefir is an ancient, cultured, enzyme-rich food full of friendly microorganisms that balance your inner ecosystem and strengthen immunity. Besides kefir, other good fermented foods include kombucha, which I am a huge fan of, kimchi, miso, pickles, sauerkraut, yogurt. But with yogurt, you gotta watch for the sugars. And also make sure that it's organic yogurt that you're eating, and olives. Also, grass-fed beef. Grass-fed beef can be great to eat overall. It's very high in vitamins A and E, and omega-3 fatty acids, beta-carotene, zinc, and CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, which is a fatty acid. And it's 3 to 5 times higher in grass-fed animals than grain-fed animals, and is an immune system enhancer. Also, coconuts and coconut water. When selecting coconuts and coconut oil, make sure you choose organic ones that are unrefined, unbleached, and made without heat processing or chemicals, and are non-GMO. Now, here are a list of supplements and nutrients that also have the potential to support your needs, and we are happy to provide with more personalized insight if you'd like. First one being vitamin D. I'm a huge proponent of everyone taking vitamin D, especially since, we live in Michigan, which we don't see the sun for half the year. And vitamin D overall is the #1 vitamin deficiency in the U.S. and is needed for a strong immune system, and high levels of vitamin D have even been shown to reduce your risk of cancer. Zinc. Zinc is great because it helps to coat the mucous membranes, so your throat and your sinuses, and can help to prevent you from getting sick, or if you are sick already, it can prevent you from, getting worse and help you get over whatever you got going on quicker. Also, echinacea is an herb that helps boost the immune function overall. Garlic, great thing to add to your food. It's a natural antibacterial. Also, high-quality probiotics. A lot of people don't realize that the good bacteria that lives in your gut, so-called your gut flora, accounts for approximately 60% of our immune system, and it's actually even higher in children. The strength of our gut flora can be weakened by antibiotics and other drugs, the antibiotics that we eat in meats, and chlorine in our water, for example. Probiotics help to boost and replenish the balance of your gut flora once again. Strategy 4, control that space between your ears. Stress has a major influence on the function of your immune system, which is why you've probably noticed that you're more likely to catch a cold when you're under a lot of stress. This is true for both acutely stressful episodes, such as preparing for a big project at work, chronic stress, such as relationship troubles or grief. Both will deteriorate your immune system and leave you less able to fight off infection. Now, researchers have revealed that the stress hormone cortisol may play an intricate role in why high levels of stress have such a detrimental impact to your immune system. This might seem much easier said than done, but this is also a limiting belief. If in our go, go, go society, there is always the ability to slow down even momentarily, to catch your breath and control the stress in your life. Try at least one of these examples that we're going to go over every day for 5 minutes and watch your immune system become more indestructible. So some examples are meditation, deep breathing, and if you're looking for some info on how to breathe better or the proper way for breathing, on our Facebook page, we do have a video from our breathing workshop to help give you some tips to how to breathe better. Visualization of positive things or goals that we're working towards. Writing about gratitude, so keeping a gratitude journal and just writing down what we're thankful for every day. Reading motivational quotes, or I like to do affirmations, so positive things that I say on a daily basis just to help really reduce my stress and boost my mental outlook. Looking at pictures of your children or your dog or just something that evokes that feeling of joy overall. Strategy 5, move, but also rest. These are 2 strategies in one because you need to move your body with exercise and you also need to stop moving and get your body some uninterrupted sleep. So let's begin with exercise. If you are exercising regularly, the likelihood of you acquiring a cold or other viral illness is significantly reduced already. And studies have clearly shown this. In one study, staying active cut the risk of contracting a cold by 50% and cut the severity of symptoms by 31% among the individuals that did catch the cold. Now, the researchers noted that each round of exercise may lead to a boost in circulating immune system cells that help to ward off a virus. So here are some great ideas for some exercise. You can do spin class or weight training, dancing, gymnastics, yoga, Pilates, boot camps, running, karate, just to name a few. Right? And even it's great not to just stick with one type of exercise so you don't get bored. Change it up. Try something new. And when it comes to sleep, we have all been told that we need anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night. But my recommendation is to determine what your body needs and then stick with it. And here are some strategies you can use to fully benefit from your sleep from the moment when you put your head on the pillow and try to close your eyes. First, stop watching TV before bed. And even beyond that, get off your computer, your tablet, and your phone. Right? That bright blue light actually stimulates your brain more, and it can make it harder for your brain to shut off then when you are trying to go to sleep. Also, make sure your room is really dark. When it's darkness in our room, just like when it's dark outside, it helps our body to be able to really relax more and be able to fall asleep easier. Keeping your temperature of your house at a steady 70 degrees also can help with sleep. Taking a hot bath or magnesium about 90 minutes before bed can help your body relax and your muscles relax more for sleep. Also, move any electrical devices away from your bed. Get rid of those waves. Strategy 6, be madly in love. Now, I know this strategy may sound silly, but after helping thousands of people build an indestructible immune system, this has been consistent amongst everyone. Now, you need to be madly in love with yourself first, and then also with people in your life, and really with life itself. You just need to feel this emotion as many hours as possible throughout your day. Now, I encourage you to perform gratitude exercises at least once each day by writing down 3 things that you are grateful for, and then sharing these things with the people that does involve. This is going to truly help take your immune system to the next level. Strategy 7, the master controller is the secret sauce. Now, chiropractic care specifically corrects spinal misalignments called vertebral subluxations. These misalignments of the spine can put pressure on the spinal cord and nerves which exit at each level of the spine. This can cause stress and interference of your nervous system. Simply put, whatever message that is trying to be sent from your brain to your body won't get there as well. Picture basically like a kink in a garden hose. Chiropractic adjustments correct spinal or vertebral subluxations or abnormalities, and thus relieve stress from the nervous system and allow your body to function better. The immune system, like every other system in your body, is coordinated and controlled by your nervous system. Specific immune organs, including the spleen, thymus, and lymph nodes, are all in communication with the master controller, your brain, through the nerves which connect them. So picture a telephone wire. Right? During an immune response, the brain and the immune system talk to each other and coordinate the body's response to the exposure. This process is essential for maintaining homeostasis or balance in your body. If the nervous system is not functioning properly, then the immune system cannot function properly, and the body becomes more susceptible to bacteria, viruses, and illnesses, which it then has to fight off. This might be overly scientific, but this is truly the secret to building an indestructible immune system. It would be my honor and pleasure to schedule a free consultation to see if this office is right for you so that we can help you get that secret sauce also. And I know what you're thinking, right? This sounds like a ton of work, a ton of compromise, and absolutely no fun. But the question to ask yourself is, well, is it fun to be sick? Is it fun to work to be sick? And then weigh out the strategies that we shared above with the alternative, which is better, or which is easier to do. To try out this gratitude journal, which can just make us all feel happier, feel better, and help boost your immune system, or, well, is it better just to get sick? Right? I can't speak for you, but having a runny nose, aches, sore throat, headache is really a hindrance on your quality of life. And I am confident that the paradigm shift that you're about to experience is more than worth it. And really give it a shot. Give it 7 days and see how you feel. And I just want to share a quote with you. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. It's not our goal to scare you with this information. Our goal is not to create more stress or work for you. Our goal is not to prevent you from enjoying yourself. Our goal is to help you become more aware of how to build an indestructible immune system, because you deserve to live without any limitations. And we're here for you, like we mentioned earlier, in a singular focus to help improve your quality of life and help for every person that we encounter. If there's anything that we can answer for you, if you have questions about any of this, don't hesitate to ask. Shoot me an email, info@healthychoicefamilychiropractic.com, or feel free to give us a call at our office, set up a free consultation, see what we can do to help your body function better, help build that healthy immune system. Phone number here at the office is 616-426-8500. It would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us.